Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Ask Jimmy Smith. Today, I'm excited to be bringing you a clip from a full-length webinar that I did with Jeff Schick from jeffschick.com on Amazon account health and legal. We did a Q&A with Jeff Schick, and he has just an amazing service that I think every Amazon seller should be utilizing. This is not an affiliate in any way. In fact, I don't think it's even legal for him to have an affiliate. I truly believe in his services because what he does, he is a lawyer and he is able to provide a pretty reasonable retainer fee to ultimately to be there if there are any Amazon account health issues that come up. And so in this full-length webinar that I did in my private Replens Facebook group, we went through a bunch of different questions, and what you're about to see in this video is just a clip of one of those questions that we went through. So if you're interested in anything that I've done in terms of my private Replens Facebook group, you can head over to amzlegends.com/Replens combo. But if you want to find out more about Jeff's services, you can go to jeffschick.com and you can sign up for the retainer there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video with Jeff. So it's a DMCA counter notice for,
yes.
Have you seen those on Amazon? Those are new to me. And let me pull this. I don't know if anybody can actually read this on the stream if I zoom in, but you basically are agreeing that, hey, well, actually, I'll let you explain it because I may explain it wrong. But
Okay.
my background too, since I do YouTube, this reminds me of a YouTube type thing where you're basically saying, hey, I'm not like, this isn't an issue and I'm willing to allow them to sue me if they're actually serious about it. Is that how I'm reading this properly, or is it wrong?
You are reading it properly. That is exactly what it says. So it is a penalty under it's made under penalty of perjury. You're making a sworn affidavit that you did not infringe, and that if the rights owner believes you did, you agree to be sued in any United States court that's convenient to the rights owner. And so these should not be done unless you've done a thorough legal analysis, because this is, I've had more than one client this year get sued for filling this out and submitting it without knowing what they're talking about.
Wow.
Because the listing was in fact infringing, and they thought that this was just a brand being a bully, and it wasn't a brand being a bully. It was a brand enforcing their rights. So
okay. And
this is the most dangerous thing that Amazon has on the appeal one, like that people can submit.
Okay, yeah, the DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Okay, because this is the first time I had seen it. So whenever it was sent to me, I'm like, I have no idea what to do. So contact Jeff, has been my, my go-to with a lot of these things, because I have no idea, especially with legal stuff. So is this becoming more common, or is this still just kind of a rare issue with Amazon, this DMCA thing? I don't know how long that's happened.
So DMCAs have been around since 2001. So it's always been the same process and the same form. Like, that's what you would submit as a DMCA counter notice. What changed is that beforehand, if you wanted to submit a counter notice, you actually had to type it up yourself and then sign it and then print it and send it to Amazon. Now they've just made it digital. And so for sellers that are, wrongly accused of something, it's great because it's digital. It's more convenient. For sellers that don't know what they're doing with it, it's a landmine, because you're inviting, you're literally saying in this, if you read it, it says, I agree to be sued.
They have 14 days to file suit after you fill that thing out, according to the little bottom paragraph. So I thought that was odd. And I think for it was, maybe a picture that they said was copyrighted. So probably somebody built a listing with a picture copied from a website. And I don't know how the legal ramifications of that kind of stuff if we didn't build the listings, ourselves as Replens sellers. So obviously gets a little bit more complex. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, or if that gets too deep into the weeds.
No, it's a good question. So as Replens sellers, you're the way Amazon views it is that you're responsible for the content of the listing you're selling on. So if you're selling Replens Clorox wipes and it's and someone else created this listing and took all the Clorox wipes content, then you could be found responsible if you were to file that DMCA counter notice. Now, here's where it gets a little bit murky. Amazon typically won't suspend a seller for a copyright violation when they didn't contribute the content and they merely listed against it.
Right.
So it's not impossible, but it's extremely rare. So for that reason, I would definitely not, I would definitely not submit that DMCA counter notice without having a thorough discussion with, an attorney to give you guidance on why you're submitting that, because otherwise you could be submitting something, say Sally created this listing 5 years ago. She's not even selling it anymore, but she stole the picture. And now you're the one submitting a penalty of perjury that there's no infringement. And you're the one giving your contact information saying you agree to be sued.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That is scary. Absolutely. It's a weird one. I'd never seen it till the other day. So I'm like, is this a big change or is this something? And I think it's got to be a rare occurrence, is my understanding then from what I can tell.
Yeah. The most common IP claims we deal with are counterfeit without a test buy.
Okay.
Second most common would be trademark on product. Third would be trademark on product detail page, and then probably copyright. So,
okay.
And whenever there's a copyright, that's when it shows up. So,
gotcha. That makes sense. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video with Jeff Schick. We did this video in a private Replens Facebook group that I run, and we've seen over 1,000 success stories come from this group. But if you're interested in anything that Jeff does from his services for the retainer for his services to help you with your Amazon account health, I personally view this as an insurance type program on your account. Now, obviously, there's no guarantees that everything's going to be able to be removed, but he is a lawyer. He is able to use many different channels at Amazon that us as sellers cannot use. And so I highly recommend checking out Jeff's services at jeffschick.com. Again, there's no affiliate here, no relationship here. I truly just believe in Jeff's services and have seen the success stories come from the people that have worked with him, gotten suspensions completely reversed. They've gotten IP claims removed. All of that, typically, if you're a good seller, you'll be able to get these things removed with the right help. Now, it's not 100%, I don't believe, but ultimately it is a much better program than trying to go at it alone. And so I highly recommend checking out Jeff's website at jeffschick.com. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it helped you and blessed you. Comment below if you want to hear more from Jeff or from myself on different account health things or anything from an Amazon or e-commerce standpoint. But I hope you have a great rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week.